Cape Cod means different things to different people. To some, it's an escape from the worries and pressure of everyday life. From its warm sea breezes, fresh salt air, and its breathtaking scenic beauty. To others, Cape Cod is a vacation tradition, a place where generations of families return year after year to its pristine shores. To still others, Cape Cod is a world-class locale, renowned for some of the most challenging golf courses, the finest dining, the best beaches, and superior accommodations. Cape Cod's beaches are considered among the best in the world, especially those along the Cape Cod National Seashore, a 40-mile stretch of unspoiled sandy beach on outer Cape Cod. There is no other landscape like it, wrote naturalist Robert Finch. The National Seashore includes 6 protected beaches under the jurisdiction of the National Park Service. Among them, Coast Guard Beach in Eastham, which has earned the distinction of being one of America's best beaches. In addition to the National Seashore, Cape Cod offers over 100 other public beaches for visitors to enjoy, making the Cape the perfect place to spend your days swimming, kayaking, sailing, and snorkeling. While Cape Cod is renowned for nearly 560 miles of pristine coastline, there is so much more to the Cape than just beautiful beaches. Discover Cape Cod through the richness of its art, history, and culture, both past and present. From historic Sandwich to the artist colony in Provincetown, every town and village on Cape Cod has artist studios, music festivals, museums, and galleries. Theaters abound, including the Cape Playhouse, America's oldest professional summer theater. Historic attractions are plentiful, from the JFK Hyannis Museum to Pilgrim Monument in Provincetown. See for yourself why Cape Cod has been recognized as one of the top 25 arts destinations in the nation. Pick up the arts and artisans trails of Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, and Nantucket. Explore and uncover over 200 artists, artisan studios, and galleries on and off the beaten path through self-guided driving and walking itineraries. Be sure to order yours online at capecodchamber.org. On Cape Cod, an endless array of land and sea activities await. Deep-sea fishing excursions, particularly for bass and bluefish, depart from many of the Cape's harbors, and ferries to the islands of Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard run daily. When on land, test your game at one of Cape Cod's 27 public golf courses, offering a diverse mix of golfing experiences for every skill level. There are few areas in the world that can rival Cape Cod when it comes to quality golf. Cape Cod also enjoys the longest golf season anywhere in New England. There is hiking on Cape Cod's many nature trails, or cycling along 100 miles of scenic bike paths. Visit one of Cape Cod's historic lighthouses, or take a tour along Provincetown's rolling dunes. Cape Cod's celebrated antique trails lead through every Cape town, and historic Route 6A is especially alive with exquisite antique finds. Exciting events, fairs, and seaside festivals are held across Cape Cod all year long. Be sure to catch a game of the Cape Cod Baseball League, a place where the nation's premier college players compete. The Baseball League has been the stepping stone for Major League talent since 1885. Cape Cod is accessible from virtually anywhere in the world, whether you're traveling by air, bus, or car. The Cape is located just 75 miles from major airports in Boston and Rhode Island. And Barnstable Municipal Airport on Cape Cod offers scheduled service between New York, Providence, Boston, and the islands of Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. A guide to all forms of Cape and Islands transit modes can be found in the annual Smart Guide. The free guidebook is packed with travel tips and maps that make it easy for visitors and others to leave their car behind and travel to and around the region by plane, ferry, bus, or bicycle. Order yours at smartguide.org, where you can also access an online travel planner. While you explore Cape Cod and its 15 distinctive towns, be sure to sample the area's diverse mix of unforgettable dining experiences. Dust the sand off after a long day at the beach and pack up the kids for a delicious meal at a family-friendly eatery. Celebrate tradition at one of many family-owned and operated restaurants where recipes have been perfected to a tried and true success. Award-winning chefs take the helm at many of the Cape's fine dining establishments, offering the ideal way to relax and unwind after a long day of sightseeing. And it's not a visit to Cape Cod without sampling some fried clams at one of the Cape's popular seafood shanties and clam shacks. The accommodations on Cape Cod are a perfect complement to the area's seaside backdrop and scenic beauty. With over 19,000 guest rooms available from Provincetown to Falmouth, the Cape offers a wide range of unique accommodations. In her classic tribute to the sandy Massachusetts peninsula, singer Patti Page sang wistfully of miles of green beneath a sky of blue. While the lyrics are penned over 50 years ago, the message remains timeless. Then and now, people continue to find inspiration in Cape Cod's incomparable scenic beauty and charming seaside character. Visit Cape Cod and find what inspires you. We invite you to be our guest.
Martha's Vineyard is more than just a great place to visit. It's a great place to live. So if you're looking for the perfect place to visit, come to Martha's Vineyard and live a little. There's always something new to discover. Go in any direction. Choose any path. You could come across a sprawling farm with horned oxen eyeing you with curiosity, or a breathtaking vista of Vineyard Sound in the Elizabeth Islands. Vineyarders enjoy a slower pace. It's not just because there are no stoplights on the island, or that the maximum speed limit is 45 miles per hour. We take time to appreciate our surroundings. The rose bushes flowing over the white picket fences in Edgartown. The local color of the fishing boats in the village of Menemsha. We take long walks on the sand, noticing the way the beach grass turns from green in the summer to cinnamon flecked with snow in the winter. We fish with our children off rocky jetties, sharing the time watching the changing sky. We savor the fresh island air, never tiring of its bouquet of salt water, forests, gardens, and grasslands. There's more to do here than most of us ever get to. We shop in 6 different towns. Go to movies, plays, and art shows. When a freeze transforms the island into a winter wonderland, we play pickup ice hockey on Whiting's Pond. We sled down the big hill at Tajmu, take our kids to see Santa, and celebrate last night, first day. We meditate in a Japanese garden on Chappaquiddick. We cheer for our veterans in the July 4th parade. And show off the outlandish colors of the gingerbread houses in Oak Bluffs. We love our changing seasons. We cherish our environment. And our heritage. We're proud of our diversity. And we value the simple things that unite us. On this amazing island, where Father Time takes a back seat to Mother Nature, everyone has the opportunity to live life to the fullest every day, even if you're just visiting.
Newport. The very name invokes the crash of a wave and a whiff of salt air. History to be seen and touched. Newport, Rhode Island is vibrant proof that there is still a home for elegance, romance, and adventure. Famously known as the City by the Sea, Newport is actually an island afloat in coastal New England. For more than 350 years, it has attracted everyone from yesterday's seafaring traders to today's trendy visitors. Since the colonial period, the Newport lifestyle has been linked with the Atlantic. You see it today reflected in the numerous art galleries and quaint shops. Travelers cross from the picturesque island of Jamestown over Narragansett Bay because there's so much to do in this extraordinary destination. Visitors from near and far come to play, to work, to race, and relax. They come for awe-inspiring architecture, buildings like Toro Synagogue, the oldest in the country, the Redwood Library, and the White Horse Tavern, standing since the 17th century. Newport is a place where history whispers in your ear, where lovingly restored landmarks offer a unique chance to explore a culture of Americana. This island is a magnet to artists and adventure seekers. They're the spark that ignites a year-round calendar of special events, from musical performances to international culinary festivals, and to legendary sporting events. As the sailing capital, Newport is also host to world-class yachting events. During the Gilded Age, Newport became America's first resort for elite families. Today, everyone is welcome to peek into these playgrounds of the past and tour the famed mansions along Bellevue Avenue. No matter where you roam, you'll find graceful accommodations that boast genuine New England hospitality. The 6 townships that make up Newport County offer visitors a wide variety of lodging, from full-service hotels to cozy B&Bs and inns. Many offer special seasonal packages to help you make the most of your stay. Extravagant mansions, breathtaking coastlines, and unparalleled hospitality make Newport a destination unlike any other for an unforgettable wedding. Declare your vows overlooking the ocean or on a classic yacht. Celebrate in an opulent mansion, an elegant hotel, or on the beach with an old-fashioned lobster bake. Classic, romantic, or whimsical, you have only to choose, and a variety of services are at your command. Newport is a natural for meetings and conventions because of its unique venues and properties. Choose from a multitude of corporate settings, or hold your event in a grand mansion, or at a Newport County vineyard. Have fun exploring. The difficulty comes in choosing whether to walk the cobblestone streets, take a stroll along the picturesque cliff walk, hop on a trolley ride, or take a fascinating harbor cruise. And if all this leaves you with an appetite, this small island is home to an extraordinary and eclectic mix of restaurants where seafood reigns supreme. The picturesque harbor offers your first glimpse of Newport, and that's just the beginning. We invite you to cross the bridge to another place in time, open doors to history and culture, and experience this vibrant lifestyle defined by the sea. Newport, Rhode Island. Just to hear the name is to conjure its timeless, sparkling spirit.
America's national parks are vast, wild, and beautiful. Visit the 2016 Philadelphia Flower Show to explore America through our country's national parks. Come see the best of America in a day. 100 years, over 400 national parks, one incredible event. Attend a pop-up workshop. Enjoy wine tastings and musical entertainment. Marvel at the whole new lodge experience. The Flower Show has something for everyone. Buy your tickets at theflowershow.com.
This is John Coakley, our Safety and Operations Manager. John, tell us all about the hiring process. I know that's where safety in our operations starts, with the hiring process.
Right. We have a pretty intensive hiring program here. The applicants go through a 2-stage application process and then also a 2-interview process. We do personality testing to be sure they're the kind of person that we want dealing with our customers, whether they be children or whether they be customers that charter buses from us. And then after that, they move into their training program.
Yes, I know that when we get applications, it's so hard to tell just from an application that we receive, and you can stop in and apply, or you can apply online. There is a place on our website. And it's good to go to our website first, because then you learn more about what Klein Transportation is all about.
Exactly.
And so you know who you're applying to, and if this is the type of profession that you would like to select.
It's so important that the people that drive motor coach and drive school bus for us have a passion for this kind of work, that they like dealing with people, and that they're interested in driving the big girls, as we call them.
Yes, and of course traveling to all kinds of fun destinations. You know, so you meet people and you get to see a lot of the United States of America, which is a great opportunity with this profession. So tell us a little more about what the next step might be then. After they have an approved application, they actually come in for an interview.
They do, they do. And normally then they interview with me. I take them through what let's say the week of a motor coach driver looks like. Sometimes it's early mornings, sometimes it's not early mornings, and different itineraries and schedules depending on where they're going that day. It's a very exciting job, and we like to make sure that people understand that. After that, they go into our training process. We do several different types of training here, ranging from giving people their full commercial driver's license and then teaching them to drive the motor coach. We also do full CDL training and then teach them to drive the school bus. So they get that. There's parts of the training include customer service, even things as necessary as how to load luggage, how to do minor maintenance on the bus if necessary, and of course how to read a map and plan how to get from point A to point B.
Right, that's so important, to be able to know how to have a sense of direction, be able to read a map. I know there are GPSs now, but we do like our motor coach operators to be able to read a map. That's so important, because there's some areas on your GPS that are not suitable for a large piece of equipment to travel on. So getting back to the, I heard you say when you were talking about the applicants, that it's definitely necessary for them to be able to have a flexible schedule. And they have to be able to make themselves available to the dispatcher, who we're going to meet in a few minutes. But yes, they need to be able to have a flexible schedule and make themselves available to the dispatcher. That's very important.
Very important. Motor coach driving, to be able to get to the destinations that the people want to go to, we have to be flexible with the times that they want to go, and they're our customers, so we have to respond to their needs.
And there's a few very important requirements too that go along with the application, and that is they can't have any incidents on their driver's license.
Right.
They have to have a clean driver's license.
One of the very first things that we do is collect the potential driver's motor vehicle record, which is provided to us by the state and federal governments. And what that does is go back into the driver's history and see if they've had any driving incidences. We prefer to have a clean MVR. The requirement of our insurance company is no violations within the last 3 years. Also with that, we also do a criminal background check. We also do a child abuse, Pennsylvania child abuse clearance check, and many of our drivers are also, that deal with children, are also required to be fingerprinted as well.
So a profession such as motor coach driving can really be something fun and interesting and unique, but you do have to have these you have to be able to pass all these special tests that we do beforehand, before you can even start your training process. Right. And it's also awesome to me that we have a GPS tracking system in all of our coaches, and I'm going to let John tell about that. John, tell us about how we are so up to date with our tracking system in our coaches.
Right. It's really amazing the technology that we have. All of our coaches, as you can see here on my computer, are tracked by GPS. They're near real time in that we can see where the coach is going, how fast it's going, which direction it's going, and also we have videos in the coaches as well, so we can see what's going on inside. The GPS is very important to us for several reasons. Number one, as Del mentioned, as far as the hours of service go, we can be sure that our drivers are not driving when they shouldn't be, and are driving when they should be. In addition to that, we can be sure that they got back and are conforming to the rule that Barb said about having 8 hours off. So that was a very important point. Along with that, we also use our GPS system to track our fuel taxes. When we go into a different state or across country lines, then the fuel tax laws change, so we have to track that so we can see how many miles they've done in each state. Along with that, we also have maintenance alerts with our GPS. So if there's something that goes wrong with the bus, or it's time for some sort of maintenance update, then the bus will send a message to my computer and also to our maintenance manager's computer, so that we can be sure that we get on that immediately. The other thing that we found the GPS is very helpful for is it makes sure that we're not unnecessarily idling our vehicles. Right now, the law is that a commercial vehicle can only idle for 5 minutes. And we want to make sure that our drivers are conforming with that rule, but also that we're saving fuel that way by not idling. And those are savings that we can pass on to our customers when they book the coach. If we're not using fuel unnecessarily, sitting there idling, then we can pass that on to our customers. Then also we use biodiesel throughout our fleet. We no longer use people have this idea of the motor coach driving down the road belching black smoke. That is not the way they are anymore. Our vehicles have nearly zero emission, and thanks to biodiesel, and also that reduction of idling cuts down on the amount of emissions that we're putting into the air. Another reason that we like the GPS system is that if our drivers get into a situation where they're in heavy traffic and their group has an itinerary that they can't really be flexible as far as when they get there, they can call in on our two-way radio system, and I can help them, or one of the other operations staff can help them get around that traffic by watching them on the GPS system. Our radio system is state-of-the-art. I'll just show you real quick how it works. I can say, face to bus 115, Barb. And in just a moment. Go ahead. Just a radio test, thank you. You're welcome. We can talk to all of our buses immediately. In an emergency, give them instructions on what they need to do, and then also reroute them around traffic or other issues that they might have out on the road.
So that's not a cell phone. It's
right.
not. This is the legal way that you can communicate with a driver.
Right.
By a one-touch system.
Right. Actually, at this point, it's the only legal way to communicate with a commercial driver while they're behind the wheel. Early last year, the federal government and many of the state governments as well passed laws requiring that commercial drivers never pick up or touch a cell phone. They can use one finger and touch one button, meaning that texting or any kind of cell phone call is illegal. So what we found, we did some research and found a two-way radio system where the drivers actually pick up somewhat like a CB radio microphone and can talk into that. And it's nationwide, works in Canada, works in Mexico, anywhere that our buses might go.
And that's a responsibility I think that all business owners have, right. Is to keep upgrading and changing. And I know that maybe some companies sort of get comfortable with what they're doing and they say they know it, this is how we do it. Right. But honestly, to stay active in business, you need to keep upgrading and making those changes. And yes, it is a little bit of a challenge to have all of the staff learn the new ways of doing things. But it's absolutely necessary, especially right. in this industry.
Right. Safety has to be paramount at a motor coach company. It's the bottom line.
Yes, and you do a great job, John.
Thank you. So this is our maintenance facility here in Douglasville. All of our vehicles are dispatched from here, and we do all of our own maintenance with our world-class maintenance staff. Each vehicle is inspected before and after each trip. And then also we have here on site our wash bay where they are cleaned and sanitized before each trip. The drivers have an important role here as well. They are in charge of pre-tripping during a pre-trip inspection and also post-tripping or doing a post-trip inspection of each vehicle. We do offer competitive wages and benefits to people that would like to become drivers for us, and we hope that people consider that option.
John, thank you so much for sharing with
You're welcome.
Community, and thank you to PCTV for coming on site, because I'm sure that you really learned a lot about motor coach and the operation behind the scenes and how we're so focused on safety. And we also thank all of our group leaders and all of our customers who ride with us, because if we wouldn't have customers, we wouldn't need our buses.
That's
Thank you again, John.
Thank you.
Hope to see you on board.